Welcome to Furry Factoids. I'm your host, Professor Edwards. Through very technical and secretive ways, I can't possibly expect you to understand, I have meticulously studied the Gwarfumpians and their habits. They live a relatively peaceful existence, although primitive. Their villages are mostly comprised of mud huts and crude dwellings. This is the Oot tribe's village, one of the many that dot the forested terrain of Gwarfump. This particular group has chosen to build their settlement at the base of a very active volcano. The danger of this is mitigated, they believe, by plugging the crater with what they consider a sacred boulder called the Pluggy Boomy Stone. On Pluggy Boomy Day, after the previous year's stone has melted away, the strongest of the villagers are chosen to roll a new sacred boulder up the steep sides of Mount Burnyafer. The local legend says that a great and terrible lava monster will escape the mountain if the hole is not plugged once a year. This is obviously just their simple way of explaining a volcanic eruption in a way that their infantile brains can understand. This could possibly be their attempt to feel a sense of control over their environment. Unfortunately, this year's strongest weren't up to the challenge. Better luck next time, Gwarfumpians. Despite the failure to complete the ceremonial hole plugging, the village carries on with the festivities. They play a game on Pluggy Boomy Day that for the life of me I cannot understand. They hit a beach ball back and forth between the teams while some sit on bar stools, mercilessly heckling the other players with zingers like, "Your mother was a mop, and you play like an Estonian." Some carry tennis rackets and hurl them at the heckling players when their criticisms go too far. I don't know how points are scored, and honestly, I don't think they do either. Nevertheless, they seem to enjoy the game. Then the Gwarfumpians congregate in a nearby meadow to have a tug-of-war against the Great Wisdom Tree. The goal is to pull down knowledge from the tree in this symbolic gesture. Not everyone enjoys this ritual, though, especially the Wisdom Tree. He could be heard saying, and I quote, "If you want to know something, just ask me, you morons." End quote. If a limb falls from the Wisdom Tree and two Gwarfumpians catch it, they will begin a heated argument expressing how they are the dumbest in the village and deserve the stick. These arguments are rarely settled peacefully. After this, they put their disagreements aside and all gather in the town square. Time to do their holiday shopping. This time of year, all the shops are stocked with sweet treats for the Sweet Treat Feast. This year's favorites are blob mellows and jelly gobblers. Turns out that story about the lava monster was absolutely true. It certainly sounded made up. After it vandalized the village square and inflicted several second-degree burns, the creature quietly returned to its mountain home. The Gwarfumpians bandage their wounds and salvage what they can from the sticky piles of rubble. They decide to go ahead with the Sweet Treat Feast and stuff themselves silly like they do every year. They laugh and play while on an unprecedented sugar high, long into the night until they vomit. For more insights into the planets of the Forbidden Zone, subscribe to this channel. I'm Professor Edwards, and this has been Furry Factoids.